Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is lint brush the mask. You always want to make sure you lint brush the mask, especially if you're having a white background. All of my backgrounds have color, but I still like to just, for habit, do this. And your lint brush is something that you should be changing often in order to really get the best results with the lint brush. Sometimes I even just like wrap it around like this. Okay. Alright. Lay the mask back down, smooth it out. Okay. Get my little piece of tape that I had. Okay. My daughter's a surprise aid candy. Alright, so I'm gonna do my hand like this, and I'm gonna pull this top part up. Okay, and I'm gonna pay attention to where that trim, because the sun is the center part, so I need to pay attention to where that trim hits that sun. Okay, and again, all designs don't have all your designs aren't going to have, like, you know, these important details right at the edge, but because this one does, I have to pay extra attention. Now I'm doing the same thing to the bottom. I want to make sure this banner hits just right. Tape it. And now I'm going to go on over to the edges. Okay. Now for this particular design, I created an extra edge. So meaning I had my, I'm doing a video. So what I'm saying is I had my original image, I shrunk it, and then I created a background in a similar color to make it look larger. I didn't want the picture, the image, to be larger, but I wanted the background to create like a overall larger effect. And the reason for that was I knew that if I made the actual image any larger, I was going to lose some of the actual artwork with this mask. It's, you know, because of the way the masks are shaped. Also, with these masks that are split with the filter, you have to make sure you're pulling the bottom layer. Okay. Okay. So now that we have the 4 north, south, east, north, south, west, and east down, I'm going to go ahead and do these sides. And I'm just tugging on it just a little bit so that there's no loose fabric, because that's how you get the bunching. Okay. And you can kind of look at it and see where you need to pull. Now with this particular mask, I know from experience I got to make sure I get these edges right. So I'm going to put a little extra tape right here on the edge just to hold it in place. I did about 13 of these for a school. And oops, that piece was too little. I only ended up wasting 2, but you know, it's still a waste because I didn't get the tightness. This corner wants to be a pain in the butt. Okay, so this is why you buy extra tape, you know, so you're not really like sitting here trying to be conservative with your tape. You need the tape. You need the tape for all kinds of different reasons. So make sure you have a good supply of tape. Buy it in bulk. Okay? So as you can see, it's all taped up. And now we're ready to take it to the press. Okay? Also, as you see, I did it on the butcher paper. And the reason why I did it on the butcher paper is because some of my tape is, you know, would have been on my table. So now that it's on the butcher paper, I just pick it up and go. All right. So now we're over here at the heat press. The heat press has already been on. Like I said, I've already done a few masks. You like my little unicorn? It's my little colorful unicorn. All right, so with the heat press, we're gonna always make sure we have a layer of butcher paper down. Okay, and then we're gonna take our mask and we're gonna lay it down with the paper on top. If you were to lay it like this and then put this next layer of paper up here like this, it's not gonna print. Nothing's gonna happen. You have to make sure that you flip it this way. Okay? So that the heat press is actually touching the blank part of the mask. All right? So from here, you can kind of like smooth it down a little bit. I'm doing it with one hand because I'm holding the phone. Make sure your straps are straight out of the way. And I would usually, if I have both my hands, be going back and forth with my hands, just like smoothing it out. But I'm not going to do that right now because I'm holding the phone. Okay, so this is ready. Only because these straps are showing, it's because of the way that I laid the paper down. I'm going to throw another piece of paper on here. I don't like any fabric showing. Okay, personal preference. I don't like any fabric showing. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put this sucker down. And as you see, my heat press is fluctuating in temperature. I think it's just because this window's open. Put it down, and we're doing 60 seconds. The window's open, so that might be affecting it, but I need it open because it's hot. All right, so we're gonna let that timer count down, and I'll be back. Okay, we're doing our final countdown. All right, here we go. Boop. Gonna pop it up. Pull it out. These butcher sheets are now trash. You can't really see it on the video, but they are like a yellow tint now. They're trash. Okay, you don't reuse these. All right, this is the one that the mask is taped on. That needs to cool. That's hot. And you see all that? See that extra ink that got on there? You gotta throw this away. Don't be cheap. Don't be trying to save these. You gotta throw this away because if you try to reuse this ink would get onto your next blank. Okay, just throw it away. That's my trash pile. All right, here we go. Let's take this tape off. And you don't have to be gentle. The mask is tough. All right, and there we go. Perfect. No folds. Okay, no white because we did a bleed. Okay, so it went past the mask, so there's no white. The whole mask is covered. All right, it's perfect. Take all the tape off. And there you go. Only thing I could have did a little better was got the wording right here, but I got those fists in, and I think it looks good. This is a keeper.